Guys, we just arrived in Florence from Rome and we went straight to our Airbnb to drop our luggage before exploring the city. Luckily, this place has an elevator because we happen to be staying at the very top of the building. It's a very cute spot in a narrow alley, and honestly, I'm just glad that my boyfriend didn't have to carry my suitcase all the way up here. As you enter, there's this cute little bathroom in front of you. There is a sink, a bidet, a toilet, shower room, and a hairdryer. And there is this cozy little cute pantry and a kitchen area that opens up to the living room. The whole space is pretty small and intimate, and that's me as usual checking all the cabinets out to make sure there's nothing suspicious. I was actually just very curious all the time. All the containers, condiments, and scary stuff. On this side of the room, there is this twin bedroom with 2 beds, a wardrobe, a desk, a window, and a shark. I mean, it definitely looked bigger in pictures on their website. Everything was just forgivable until I saw this second bathroom inside this bedroom. This one is very small, I couldn't really squeeze myself in there, and there's a desk right here. I kind of wish there was a huge mirror here. Anyway, after dropping our luggage off, we did a little city exploring. Florence feels so much smaller than Rome because it actually is. Also, I noticed that everywhere we walk, we would end up passing the iconic landmark like the Florence Cathedral a few times. Then we also made a quick stop at this gelato place. And then we headed to Rinascente so that I could continue with my perfume hunt I left off from Rome. I ended up getting something from boutique and was mesmerized by the Orpheon scent. And as I remember, Black Friday in the US is kind of like at the end of the year, right? I'm not sure, but the Black Friday signs were everywhere here and we were just in June. We actually spent a full day in Rome right before this, so watch the previous vlog if you haven't already. Anyway, by this point, we were starving. And after so many pizzas and pasta in Rome, we were craving something familiar to our home, so we found this small local Chinese restaurant and decided to give it a try, and oh gosh guys, so good. I had the sour fish soup, which is one of my favorite Chinese dishes, but this was much better than what I had. I don't even know how to describe it. It was so delicious, better than most Chinese food I've had anywhere. I felt so full and satisfied. Yeah, I don't think I've ever missed rice this much in my life. After dinner, we walked around the city a bit before heading back to our place, and Florence has such a different vibe from Rome. The scale of the streets, the people, the art, even the street performances. Everything's just light up the space with laughter, music. No, it just feels magical. Morning guys, so it's Florence day 2 and we started our day with a cup of coffee at this cute cafe. The bakery smell was everywhere. I can smell it from even on the street. And usually I only get hot Americano, but this time I just couldn't resist this guys. I got a cute fruit tart that I tried to pronounce it when I ordered it. It's Madeleine fruta.
Brother,
I got hot Americano as usual and sipped it while watching Fiorentina locals go about their lives. Just something so romantic about it in that quiet, everyday kind of way. It's just so cute. Everyone's just doing their thing and yeah. On the way to our first stop of the day, there are so many beautiful corners if you know where to look. I found this river, I'm not sure it's a river, but it's so pretty. And then I found this senior dog. And everywhere I look, there's just so many cutie patooties walking on the streets and... Oh. This is a foreshadowing for my legs. We'll be going up that tower soon. And up that dome as well. And then we are at the Medici Riccardi Palace. It's basically a private residence of the powerful Medici family in the Renaissance, but later passed on to Riccardi, who is another owner, who renovated this place into more of kind of like the Baroque style, decorative kind of vibe. This is the column courtyard. It's very beautiful, decorated and symmetrical. It's just very pleasing to look at. There are these beautiful plates everywhere. We were actually spent our time exploring the courtyard, which you'll see it as you entered, but the staff told us that we should explore the whole building first because it's gonna be packed in the afternoon. Okay, we took the staff advice and guys, I actually have been here before in the Assassin's Creed 2 game. I remember meeting one of the Medici family members.
First they enter my church, now my home.
I think we forgot to visit the ground floor, but as we walked through the first floor, there's this famous chapel of Magi. I already saw it in the Assassin's Creed. Every detail is just really fascinating. This room is kind of bring to life the narrative of the families. This room gives off a sense of royal ceremony, named after King Charles VIII of France, and it feels like a space where important meetings, moments happen. Oh, I wish I could own a clock of myself like that. We were walking from room to room. This is the piano room, and then walking in the hallway. Also, I have noticed that many ends of the hallways has these kind of curtains that painted mimicking the wall, and I think they use it to hide some of the secret doors they have. This room is the yellow room, also known as Sala Gialla. These rooms are so pretty. I mean, the illusion of the wall and ceiling painting with these classical architecture elements are just mind-blowing. Wow.
So this is the bedroom, of whom I'm not sure, but look how gigantic. Also, there is construction going on, so we cannot really see the view of the city. But it's fine. I mean, like the chandelier has some kind of like that tie to it. It's very fascinating. Looks really comfy. The cabinets. Do they still have the Medici family these days?
See these portraits. I think they're family members. There are so many rooms that I have no idea what they are.
I'm not sure what this room is. Every painting, he just loves art. Why is that woman on top? Is the queen? I'm not sure. Let me know. This room has a really cool ceiling. The hallway looks like my school.
Again, I don't know what this room is, but it's filled with painting of Virgin Mary portraits. So we tried to figure this room out because it's not even on the floor plan that we brought. I'm not sure what this room is, but it looks like a press conference room. It's a modern time. Also guys, you cannot leave without visiting this room. This is the Gallery of Mirrors. It's for hosting the banquets, the balls, formal events, all the celebrations. Every detail is just screaming wealth and power at that time through the materials, the art, the sculpture, the details, the decorations and everything. And finally, we are in the Medici garden.
I actually want to go upstairs.
It's just a beautiful courtyard. Imagine having a barbecue party here. It's just so beautiful. And guys, I'm having a flashback again. Oh, also guys, I forgot. He also has this archaeological and marble collection hidden underground. We cannot leave anywhere without visiting their souvenir stores. I fell in love with this pop-up book. I'm such a big fan of Leonardo da Vinci because he wears so many hats and that's so inspiring. He was an artist, an architect, and so many more. But this book is kind of show his inventions. And that's it for Medici Riccardi house invasion session. And then on the way to lunch, I walked past this little flea market and I got a scarf that you guys will see when I enter the cathedral. We had lunch at this large food center. I think it's kind of cute. On the ground floor, there are shops of like packaged food and everything that you can take away. Meat, cheese, spices, fresh baked food. I cannot really list it all out. But once we got upstairs, there's this huge semi-outdoor food court, I think. There are a lot of food restaurants that you can buy from anywhere and sit anywhere you want. Also, don't forget to keep your receipt because you will need that to get into the bathroom.
Always have wine in the morning. Sam is nerding about Florence Cathedral. It's like a big food court, a really cool roof. I'm gonna do a souvenir giveaway, but right now you guys have to subscribe first.
Now it's time for food hunt. I started this vegan store because there are so many delicious looking food in there, and then we walked towards this meat store because the smell just drawn us in completely. Because they gave us taster, we don't have to consider anything else. We can buy from here because I love taster, I love free food. Okay, I wasn't a big fan of my side dish because it was a bit soggy, but I love that rib so much. Now it's time to use up our calories, guys.
Luckily, we already booked tickets, so our line is over there. Very short. Also, you cannot bring your backpack in. You have to put it in the luggage or backpack locker. But the crossbodies are fine. You have to climb up that tower soon. And I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'll bring you guys up there. I have to cover my shoulders. I got this new fabric
From the flea market earlier.
they're selling fabric. I have to cover myself like this. I look like Madame Firenze.
Because we have to go into the Florence icon first. There are so many people, but there are still a lot of scaffolding at the back, if you can see. I don't know why everything is under construction during this time.
We're going to see the Florence stone that we saw from the outside.
So I was exploring the space, walking and smiling, and didn't even know what I would have to face next.
We're going up the...
Here we go, guys. When you're in, there's no way out. I'm joking. And I happen to have a volunteered soldier behind me in case I fall.
Going up to the Florence Cathedral. See the Florence from the top. See the Florence from the top.
Every time I saw this kind of informative sign, I thought I made it.
ยังไม่จบเอ้าแซงหายไปไหนอะ
Yeah, we were actually still had a long way to go. Here's the closer look of the inner dome. We were going up all kind of staircases, the straight one, spiral one, the narrow one, and as it got higher and higher and higher, these higher views kind of give me hope, and finally, we are here. After my happy breathing break, I looked around, enjoying the view, and I saw the tower. Wait, I had to go up that tower soon as well. Anyway, let's be in the present, guys, and look at the view. I took some pics and felt like it was totally worth to climbing all kinds of stairs, and also got some videos for you guys. I call this the spoiler scenery. We can spot the places that we have went and get a sneak peek of where we're going tomorrow as well. And guys, after all those climbing, I have to film myself on top of the dome as proof because I'm not going to come up here again, in case they have elevators in the future. And in case you are wondering where we are on the dome right now, before we're gonna go slay more staircases, we stopped at this cafe near the Cathedral to grab drinks and snacks, and I had watermelon to, just freshen up and fill up for the next challenge. Are you guys ready? I definitely wasn't. And here we go again. This time only Zin and I got up this bell tower, and this is the view from almost the rooftop of the tower itself. I actually slipped you guys through that steel mesh over there. That's where we were just now, guys, on the top of that dome. I just love seeing the cities from up here. People look so tiny, cute. The whole city looks like an urban model in these gorgeous shades of brown, yellow, and beige. And guys, here are the exact steps that got us to that dome and this bell tower. I remember I was so proud of myself, guys, and I was so proud of you for making it this far in this video. I wasn't sure if this steel mesh made the view worth it. I was actually kind of disappointed, but luckily, I can sneak you guys in. Here's the view. Another higher view of the dome, and I took some pics. It's kind of giving I'm a bird in a cage the vibe. Oh guys, that was so hot walking up the stairs. I was drenched in sweat. We stopped at this another cafe, this time with AC. I also needed my caffeine refill, and I got an iced Americano, and they gave me this little chocolate on the side. I was actually obsessed with it, and I have no clue what it was, so let me know if you guys recognize it. I might go find it. I didn't expect most of the place that we went to be under construction. I don't know if this is the scaffolding season or what. I thought 2025 is supposed to be like a jubilee year where the tourists just flooded in and they have all the places completed. But most of the Basilica and Cathedral that we went feels just like it's a year of scaffolds. I mean, even the palace that we went this morning, the facade was also under construction. This is what we actually expected to see, and this is what actually was like. We had some free time, so we just wandered around the shopping area to kill time before our dinner reservation at one of Florence's famous beef spots. The whole town feels like a theme park to me. The colorful street artists everywhere. Also, this place has way fewer cars than Rome, which is kind of nice. And people are so active as well. I saw people biking, kayaking. It's so romantic here. And wait, is that a duck from the morning? I swear it's the same duck. It has the same color, but it's the muted version. It's so cute. And guys, look at that golden hour. It looked earlier than it actually was. I remember it was around 8 p.m. by that time. I think they got the date wrong. It was... This place is really small, so you need a reservation. We had a medium rare beef truffle pasta, parma ham, salad, bruschetta, and then we just crashed out. It's our third day in Florence. We did our usual coffee routine, and we found this cafe that one of the owners is Thai. We had a little nice chit chat, and the weather was so decent, guys, so we sat outside, and she even gave me a free biscuit to enjoy with my coffee. That was so kind of her. It was kind of made my day. And we had a little chit chat about our trip, past experiences, and what's coming up. while having traditional sandwiches. We actually wanted to have those fancy sandwiches over there, but we just don't have time to wait for them to get baked because we booked an early ticket to see the hottest man in Florence. I'll introduce you guys to him. Also guys, what's the point of bringing an anti-theft bag if I left it open like that? As I'm editing this, I just realized I left it open for almost an hour. Tell me that doesn't look tempting if you were a thief. Since it's kind of like our last day in Florence, we wanted to make sure that we make the most of it. So we kind of have a long day ahead of us, guys. Let me introduce you to the hottest man in Florence. No, he's not local. Nope, not a celebrity. Yeah, it's him. He is Michelangelo's David sculpture. I've seen it everywhere since I was young. I mean, on the TV. I have never seen the one in real life before, and the details, everything was just carved so beautifully. And look at that. Oh, sorry. What is Zen doing? And guys, this is carved from a single block of marble. So guys, I have something to confess. So most of the time on this trip, I low-key stayed super close to the tour guide, like casually hovering near them, just so that I could listen to them while they were explaining about the art, the architecture, you know.
When we think of installations, think of either a leather or a cloth pouch with two strings attached, you know?
This place is not only the house of David. As soon as you walked in, you're surrounded with these incredible sculptures, and some unfinished, some completed by Michelangelo himself. The paintings. There's this room housing marble collections, all the sculptures. I was actually come here for only Mr. David, but these are so fascinating as well. And of course, they lead us to the souvenir stores before we left. Oh my gosh, this is the Basilica di Santa Croce. These tickets are so pretty, they look like postcards. And once we went inside, there were quite a few restrictions over there, and we went through the security. The space felt so cozy and open. And wow, those wooden beams look so sophisticated and carefully crafted.
Hey guys, we're in the Santa Croce church, and you have to go very short because we get in as well.
I walked around, I saw these stone casting, I'm not sure, on the ground, and these looks familiar, like what I saw in Rome. I hope no one is sleeping or lying down under there. It looks so creepy, guys. Let me know if you know what it is. I have no idea. I was also amazed by the stained glass windows. I think they tell stories through different patterns and colors or something. Each one is unique and feels so intentional. It gives such a unique vibe and I love it. I feel like this place is kind of bringing me back in time. This feels so retro, and the art, the paintings feel like it holds so many history and soul. And guys, you cannot miss this courtyard. I feel like this is like a treasure area. The weather was so nice and felt like a dream. That walkway looked like a runway. That would be so cool. And guys, I love how I strapped the umbrella on my waist like that. It was so intuitive. The skirt has no pocket, so I just love the atmosphere so much, the sound of the birds, the sky, and most of the places that we went, they're just courtyard and garden in every place. It's kind of like hidden from the whole city and I just kind of love it. This is like my dream backyard right here. And guys, let me tell you a secret. This angle is a must. You will get the bell tower in the back, the whole basilica, and you in front with your pretty and handsome faces. And then I wanted to take photo booth pics from this specific spot that I saw everywhere on Pinterest. But it turns out it was on the other side of the bridge. We didn't have time to go there, so we stopped in line at this vintage photo booth. And guys, it was such a biggest disappointment because I had all these Pinterest references in my head, you know, romantic vintage vibe photo booth pics, and this is what I got. It was like a horror movie. Is Florence brand Melville, guys. I saw it everywhere on TikTok. It was so cute. All the teas and tanks and tops with Firenze on them just felt super chic. I just love the wordplay. I don't know why. I grabbed some of the pieces as my Florentine souvenirs. I just love brandy so much. And guys, don't forget to check out their basement. The fitting room is on this floor. Their stores, and it's just so aesthetically pleasing to look at. Everything I tried on was basically for casual wear and as a souvenir from Florence. Then we were kind of walked around, visited a few stores, and I noticed my breakout was getting pretty obvious, so I paid Sephora a visit to buy concealer. And wow guys, I was amazed by this Sephora. They made it look like a cute girl heaven inside a glass house. And then we walked to Basilica di San Lorenzo, and honestly everywhere I go I seem to pass this iconic Florence Cathedral, the one that we went up yesterday. Also, I was wearing a Firenze cap, basically screaming I'm a tourist. I didn't want to draw in pickpocketers, so... The library is actually one of the few architectural works from Michelangelo, and I remember seeing it in my architectural lecture session, but honestly seeing it in real life always blows me away. Everything, the architecture, the art, the sculptures, just love the details, the craftsmanship, just... It's such an eye-opening experience coming here to Italy because there are so many classical architecture and art filled with history. This area was kind of like a private book collection of the Medici family, and I am not sure why they didn't just put it inside their gigantic palace. And next we visited San Lorenzo Basilica, and again I had to wear my scarf to cover up since we were entering another sacred space. At this point of the trip, I was just quietly sitting on the bench, you know, just soaked in the space, the art. And I gave Zen this pepperoni knitted keychain. It kind of looks like the symbol that I saw on the ceiling. I'm not sure if it's a sign trying to convey something about the pepperoni pizza. And here's my favorite part of every architecture we visited. I just love their courtyards so much and their gardens and everything nature. We grabbed a quick lunch at this small kebab place in an alley because we had to take a bus to the outlet soon. We got a couple hours of nap before arriving at this beautiful scenic luxury outlet. This place is just so beautiful. It feels like an open-air village. The weather was so decent. We walked around, visited some stores. And it's like a huge picnic mountainous venue. As I saw some people pull up with their bikes, honestly I feel like you could camp here like no one would mind, right? I tried some stuff and had the best time. There were so many cool things at great prices. We also took a break at this cafe inside the area. They have drinks, pastries, gelato, sandwiches and everything. Thank you.
Oh, welcome.
One of the staff recommended I try their lemonade. It was super refreshing. Honestly, one of the best.
So good.
We booked a last bus back to the city because the tax refund processing took forever. Only 2 staff were left out of 4 at that point, so things moved very slowly. We waited for our final bus ride, and of course we had some gelato while we waited.
After big shopping.
And guys, Chinese food wasn't my favorite till I had Chinese food in Florence. We just couldn't get enough of it, and since we're heading to Milan tomorrow, we might as well give it a repeat. We had sour fish soup, spicy stir-fried shrimp, spicy wonton, stir-fried chicken, and braised pork with rice. Everything was just so good. It's our last night in Florence for this trip, so we didn't want it to end quickly. Also, compared to yesterday, we still had plenty of energy left, so we went to grab some drinks at the bar nearby. We found one spot, but they didn't let us order just drinks, and we were so freaking full, so we moved on to this super cute place instead. The owner was just really nice, feels so homey, it was like a little house party. We had spirits, whiskey, sour, white wine, and a mocktail. And that was it, guys, the last spirits of Florence. Morning guys, we're leaving Florence and we're heading to Milan. We woke up pretty early and took an Uber van to the train station. We grabbed sandwiches and coffee at the station, and then my morning routine continued on the train as well as my makeup routine.
Hey guys, I didn't have time to talk to you guys the whole trip. We'll be on the train for about 2 hours. I didn't have time before leaving, hence I'm doing makeup right now. Most of the time this train goes into the tunnel. I cannot really see my face so yellow in this light.
Girl being close to me, we're also doing makeup, so I feel less lonelier.
Someone is also doing makeup on the train.
Hello.
Something to drink?
Can I have a black coffee?
For you?
Salty please. Thank you. Got my makeup done, got some snacks, second cup of coffee, and
Grazie.